Something we don't talk about enough is what emotional arousal and pain does to the ADHDer who wants to have sex versus what it does to the autistic person who wants to have sex. Let's talk about it. Specifically today, I'm bringing up a topic that comes up in a lot of the sex therapy I do. Because ADHD is primarily a disorder of understimulation, meaning that people are sensation seeking to manage, calm, and moderate their nervous systems. And autism is primarily a disorder of overstimulation, meaning that they're seeking very calm, structured, predictable environments to try and bring their arousal or overstimulation down. Sex plays a very different role depending on if you're ADHD forward or autistic forward. For people who are ADHD, when they're overstimulated, when they've gone through something intense, what can really help them to help calm and regulate is to switch that intensity to something pleasurable like sex. And so during high intensity stressful things, they may turn to sex because it's like a release, especially if they're going through something stressful at work or something upsetting has happened in their personal life outside of the relationship, that they can transmute into almost sex as a type of sophisticating stimming behavior. Versus in autism, overstimulation in another area of one's life often means that sex is the very last thing they want to do. Because for them, they're already flooded with a sense of overstimulation. And then if you add sex, which is a very intense and stimulating activity, it pushes them even further into physiological and psychological overwhelm. This is just really important to know because if you're upset and you're turning to your partner for comfort and you're ADHD forward, you may have had partners in the past where both of you were ADHD leaning, and so you co-regulated by having sex. Versus, if you're autistic forward, you may have had a partner in the past that when you were upset, you went to your own quiet spaces and came back later. And so what's calming for your ADHD partner is upsetting to you. That's okay. That's important to know. That not seeking sex to help calm you doesn't mean you don't trust your partner, doesn't mean you don't like your partner. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It just means that based on your neurotype, you have a different way of managing that overstimulation. It also doesn't mean that your partner, who's ADHD, is a sex freak, but that sometimes sex is used as a regulating activity for people with ADHD. What's been your experience using sex for regulation or feeling like it dysregulates you when you're already upset? I'd love to hear from you.